What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy pal HeyArcher. Welcome back to my channel. Actually, that's supposed to be there. Welcome back to my channel. So we are shooting on the new EF lens, the 16 to 35 lens. As you can see, you get more of that background that we kind of talked about in the last video. But last video was a Charlie Foxtrot once again, and the lens is still dirty. Hang on. So we got some stuff done on the list from last episode. We knocked out one toy unboxing. Technically, I didn't record anything, so I did record part of it, so some of that made it to the end of the last vlog, but the whole unboxing thing just didn't quite make it, so that's off there. By the way, sound in the last vlog was super low. I changed the settings on the mic based off of a Think Media video I saw. Bad mistake. Terrible mistake. You can't have a bad mistake or a terrible mistake, because you can't have I guess you could have a good mistake. It was a mistake nonetheless. So hopefully it sounds better in this episode. Anyway, almost done editing the second unboxing, so that's good. And then we have the shoe unboxing still pending. Still haven't done a podcast. I did a Lightroom, but I don't know if I like it. So I'm gonna cross this off because technically I recorded one. So we knocked out 3 out of 8, which is what it is. The wants list, of course, new camera lenses on there. I already erased that. So I might do a podcast this week. If there's any week to do it, it's going to be this week, because I'm actually on vacation, which is nice. I haven't actually been on a vacation in a long time. Comment down below, when's the last time you've been on vacation? For me, it's been at least 3 years since I've taken more than 2 days off in a row. But it's actually been more like, I don't know, 10 plus years, and I've taken 5 plus days off in a row. Like I have not done that, I think, since I was a freshman in college, now that I think about it. So some say well deserved, makes me nervous because I hate missing out on work. So in the last episode, I didn't show you how I use the wire to like pose figures and whatnot. So I'll post a photo there of a cyborg floating in the air, so that's what the wire gets used for. Even though I want to get a lot of stuff done, I'm feeling like I want to go outside. It's really cold outside, but I haven't done a photo shoot outside in a while. What we're going to do is we're going to take a couple figures, take a drive somewhere, see if there's a place that like looks cool, take some photos. Maybe there's still some snow around, so that'd be cool. And then I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the vlog. I haven't thought that far ahead. Let's pack up some stuff, head out, and see what we find. Something else that I want to do today as we do our photo journey, I'm going to go over the 5 things that big YouTubers do not tell you about being a YouTuber. Now, this isn't the end-all be-all list, and I'm sure somebody has mentioned some of these things, and this camera is heavy as hell with this lens on it. Wow. Let's see how that works, but let's go find a spot to take some pictures. Man, this thing is heavy. Alright, so I found a spot that I'm going to park and walk around, try to find a area to take some photos and not look like a weirdo. I don't say weirdo because I'm going to have action figures with me. That leads to the first thing that big YouTubers don't tell you, especially if you're going into that realm of, niching down to like action figures, or niching down to you vlogging, or let's say you're a camera channel, like very specific things. Your family, your friends, they won't get it. They will not get it. And it's one of those where you'll tell them, hey, they'll say, what are you doing today? You're like, oh, I got to go to the park and shoot some videos for my YouTube channel. And they may say, oh, I'll come with you to go on a walk or whatever. And you're like, no, like I'm actually just going, I need to shoot videos for my channel. People will not get it. Or you got to buy your 5th version of this action figure to unbox on your channel. People will not get it. So that's one thing where right away I like to say, am I even recording? I am recording. So right away, that's one of the things I like to say, just accept it. People will always compare you to big YouTubers, and they'll say things like, oh, well, Peter McKinnon's a professional person. Becky and Chris are professionals. Like, you're not going to be a big YouTuber. And that's fine. You maybe won't be a big YouTuber. But understand that people just will not get it. It will not make sense what you're doing, and that's A-okay. So let's grab the bag, grab the coat, go outside, and take some shots. Next thing you gotta remember is you're gonna have to invest. So there's a billion videos online. Actually, I referenced them last video, where people say the gear doesn't matter, which is true to an extent. Now, a lot of people will tell you gear doesn't matter. Shooting on a $5,000 camera, $10,000 lens, having a production studio, having a team edit for them, etc. So there is truth to that, but at a certain point, you gotta start putting money into it. Whether it's a hobby, whether you're just doing it just for the hell of it, but you're gonna have to put some money in. Because if you don't, quality stays low, people keep coming back to your channel. Unless you're doing some sort of shock stuff to keep them interested, they're gonna expect you to have professional level stuff if you're supposed to be like a, a leader in that field. So like, if people go to, let's say for, or you come to my channel, for example, for unboxings, for nerd news, that kind of stuff. At a certain point, if you want to view me as some sort of professional, the quality has to look professional. So I'm not telling you to go make those investments now, but at a certain point in time, you do got to start putting some guap into this. Tell them out of shape. All right, let's keep going. Funny thing, this lady actually, I was walking by holding the camera in the whole assembly, and she was like, what you doing over there? And I was like, trying to take some good photos, and she's like, oh, I thought that was a bow and arrow. And I was like, what's that guy doing with a bow and arrow? And I was like, I guess this looks like a bow and arrow. Another thing that you got to consider is there's going to be people out there who actually don't like your content. People who will judge your content, people who won't subscribe to your content, leave thumbs down, things like that. And that's just part of it. And as you continue to make videos and maybe start off with like less than 5, we'll say. You have less than 5 videos and you're like, the stuff sucks. And maybe your friends say it sucks, or you get a comment that says it sucks. That's fine. It's gonna suck. That's part of the process. So, something that YouTubers do say is don't judge your current based on somebody else's current. Like, don't judge your current videos based on my videos. But what they don't tell you is that those initial videos could be the first 10, 50, 1,000. They probably will suck. And that's quite all right. Just keep making them. They'll get better and better and better. Good morning. It is Friday. We just finished doing some nerdy coffee. Always fun. The even in real life, when it comes to giving presentations and speeches, I truly hate the speech writing process. I hate the planning process. I love to wing it. But universally, in every scenario, whenever I've actually planned, written, prepared, it's always been far better than when I wing it. So I'm not sure if it's a lazy thing or not. I'm still trying to work that out. Anyway, today I'm actually going to the Salvation Army. Not actually trash or anything. It's actually clothes. So that way I can clean out some space. I hate having a lot of clothes. It bothers me to no end having like a full closet or like drawers where I gotta like cram stuff in there. So it's funny. There's actually a decent amount of HeyArcher stuff in there because I ordered samples and whatnot over the years, not years, but over the last year, and I'll donate all of it. And if I walk down the street and see somebody rocking some HeyArcher stuff, that'd be pretty cool to see. Number 4 on the list of things big YouTubers don't tell you. This is a job. Like, this is straight up a job. Probably in a good way. I'm not sure if it is or isn't. But it toes that line, right, between a job you love and a job you hate. For example, coming up with the linebacker merch, it took hours. I mean, that in itself, doing all the different designs, like doing this one with the logo one and researching how to do the logo one. Like this, I used Placeit to do, but the word linebacker, like that font and all that stuff. Learning how to do all that, it took hours. I mean, you don't just turn on your computer and then there's a logo sitting there. When it comes to editing your videos, same thing. You could sit down and just straight record and upload, which I did in the past. But as time goes on, maybe you start to edit a little bit more. And yeah, some YouTubers, they pop off with just their cell phone, recording something, uploading it, and that's it. But for the vast majority of you and for myself, a lot of the quality has to be there to match the content. We're not all as fortunate as some other people. That's not a knock or anything. If anything, I'm a hater when it comes to that. But it's a job. And you'll find that depending on how many videos you're doing a week, depending on what you want to do with your videos, 30, 40 hours a week you can spend doing YouTube, all for the sake of what, 2, 3 videos? So there's a lot of work involved in it. And a bonus tip is you don't want to become jaded when it comes to that. You don't want to be in a scenario where you're telling your viewers like, oh, you better subscribe because I put so much work into this. Like, no, this is not that kind of thing. You do it because you love it. And if people subscribe, they subscribe. If they like, they like. If they dislike, they dislike. It is what it is. But best believe this is work. So if you decide you want to start doing YouTube, by all means, go for it. But treat it like a job, because at a certain point, it becomes a job. A job that doesn't really pay. But either way, it's actually snowing outside. We'll take the stuff to Goodwill, and maybe we'll do some more photos outside. I'm not sure. The day is young, but yet it goes by very fast. So we'll finish getting dressed, take the stuff down, and see what the day brings us. So this is actually going to be a first. I gave a shout out on Instagram, but I gotta do it in the video. Shout out to Greg Cook. He does a lot of toy unboxings, toy hunts, things of that nature. He did a video this week. I'm not sure when you're watching this, but a couple of days ago, we'll say, he did a video where he went to just like 2 different Walmarts, 2 different Walgreens, just to see what they had. So I was driving by a Walgreens and I was like, oh, let me go take a look. Ended up going to 4, because after I went to the first place, I was like, wow, what else am I going to find? So I went to 4 total, so 2 and 2. And in the first one, out the gate, I found Lightning Collection Green Ranger. I had no desire to have this one, but it just makes sense to get it since it's there. It's the Green Ranger that doesn't have the silver highlights on the helmet. So I'm going to unbox this here in the car. I don't think I've ever done that before. And then we'll go out into the snow and see if we take some pictures. I don't think I've ever done an unboxing in a vehicle before. First for everything. So we got our head sculpt there of Tommy. It's pretty impressive. Here's your Green Ranger. I think I'm more a fan still of the Legacy line. I think I'm more of a fan of the Legacy figures, but the head sculpt look with the lightning is pretty dope. That I do enjoy. So the last thing that I want to point out that I don't think a lot of YouTubers really say, at least the popular ones, is the market is not oversaturated. Now, you will hear them say it's never too late to start, which is true, but I feel like the small detail that they don't know is that it's not oversaturated. If you just go online and let's say, think of something right now that you want to do a video on, like truly think about it. Cool. Now, go on your phone, or if you're watching on your phone, go on your computer or another device, go to YouTube and type that in. So let's say unboxing. You type in unboxing, let's say that's the niche you're going for, and you'll see that there's lots of other people doing the unboxings, and they're people that you have not even heard of, and they have maybe hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. So it's one of those where there may be certain people you follow, like let's say it's beauty. You watch a lot of beauty channels, and you think you've seen them all, and you're like, man, I can't match up to these couple of big people. So you think that already, since they have the big view counts, that they are the only ones in the game. But no, if you scroll down that list, you'll see there's plenty of others with hundreds of thousands, millions of views that maybe just aren't as popular. So there's always room for somebody, and there's always room for you to just do it a little differently. Put your own spin on it, put your own ideas into it, and just go forward and do it. So that's kind of that last tip that I want to give all of you. But I'm gonna sit down, edit these pictures, edit these videos. I thank you, Greg, for doing that video on the Walmart finds, because that was fun, finding the Green Ranger on there. But it's been a good time. Like, comment, subscribe. HeyArcher Live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Nerdy Coffee on Fridays, as long as WandaVision's out. Or maybe you're watching this by the time Winter Soldier and Falcon comes out, in which case, Nerdy Friday still belongs to Nerdy Coffee. So, again, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.